to mind when you think of English football?
Passion.
Anything else?
Screaming people. Stadiums full of singing, screaming.
What team are you a fan of?
Tottenham Hotspur, of course.
Why are you a fan?
Couple reasons. I have liked the players and the managers in the past. I like that they are not a purchased team, in the sense that they have, money bags owner who just pumps millions of dollars into it. They've sort of built the team, and they also have a long and glorious past.
People like your effervescence.
Yeah, I mean, people feed off each other. People feed off each other's energy, so in that sense, definitely. Hold on, I'm getting really cold. That's better.
Cute. You view club rivalries. Do you think you should be allowed to wear gear from any club? For example, Jack Fry calls it a cardinal sin if you were to wear an Arsenal jersey one day and a Chelsea jersey the next.
Yeah, just because I love Spurs doesn't mean I love other teams. And in fact, I don't have the problem of liking teams, even if they're the rivals of the team that I like. I like all of it. I like watching soccer. So as long as they're a good team, I'll
So you're more of a fan of a game than of the game than just.
Please explain your choice to become an Arsenal supporter. Was it out of pity, or are you just very badly informed, or are you even just a bit not there mentally? 11 years since you've last won the league now. How can you support a man that just simply hasn't delivered? You have to imagine anywhere else.
You're second place right now, Jack. Okay.
On top of that, he's only reached one Champions League final, which he lost, and has been eliminated from the competition at the round of the last 16 for the 5th time in the last 5 seasons.
We just won the FA Cup. We're second place. Chelsea have to play Man United and Arsenal. If they lose both those games, Arsenal are right behind them. Okay, so.
You got the game in hand.
Shut No.
Nice math, family. There we go. I will now show you a series of visual images. Just say the first thing that pops into your head.
Actually, wasn't won 8.
Yes, it is.
Name them.
Champions League, Premiership 3 times, FA Cup 3 times.
I get it. Shut up. I didn't know it was 3.
Yeah.
You once thought of as a dominant team in London, but in recent years you've been on the wrong end of some very damaging defeats. Please explain how these make you feel. Spurs 5, Arsenal 1.
You're just gonna list all the Spurs ones, huh?
I am, yeah. Spurs 2, Arsenal 1. Spurs 2, Arsenal 1 again. Spurs 2, Arsenal 1 again. Arsenal 2, Spurs 3. This one was funny as I went to this one, and Arsenal were 2-0 up, and it all went wrong. And they were playing at home as well. And Chelsea have just beaten you too many times, but we will put the 6-0 in there because it is the 6-0. So how do these make you feel?
Shut up! This isn't even a question. This is just humiliating.
The question is, how does it make you feel? Pitiful, sad. Lastly, are you a believer in the famous Emirates curse?
No.
Fair enough. Okay. In George Orwell's England's Your England, Orwell describes England and says it has its own flavour. Do you think this quote relates to British football?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like when we were in London, like, at least, like, the whole when we went to the West Ham game, like, it was home for them, so the whole town was, like, all the shops there were, like, into West Ham, and everyone there had, like, West Ham jerseys on, and I feel like, England, I feel like a lot of countries have, like, a sport that's, like, that country's, like, main sport. Like, here, probably American football, like, everyone gets rowdy about that. And so, in England, I guess, British football is, like, really important to their culture, and everyone gets, like, really into it.
Cap. Emil Durkheim has a theory which he calls collective effervescence. To sum it up, he takes pretty much is saying that when people come together through one action, it takes them to a higher emotional state. How do you think this relates to British football, whether it is watching it or playing it?
Say that again, the last part.
How do you think this
What's
relates?
What's his theory?
It says when people come together through one action, it takes them to a higher emotional state.
I guess like, I don't know, but if you see like other people like working together on something that gets you like motivated, or if it's something that you like as well. So I guess if you're talking about like the atmosphere at games, I'm not sure if that's what you mean, but like since there's such a big crowd and they're all so into the.
Pretty bold to talk about atmosphere coming from an Arsenal fan.
I'm fucking out of here. Fuck this.
What's your favorite team?
Chelsea.
Why?
My dad's a Chelsea fan. His dad's a Chelsea fan. Lived in Chelsea.
Who's your favorite player?
John Terry.
Why is John Terry your favorite player?
He's a captain. He's a leader. He's a legend.
How big of a role has soccer been in your life as you grew up?
Oh, it's been pretty big. Love going to see Arsenal 6-0, rubbing it in the Arsenal fans' faces.
What got you into soccer? Is it a friend, or is it something you just found on your own?
I don't know. I just went to a Chelsea game. And it was like, I want to be a Chelsea fan now.
What's the experience at the games like?
Different games, different experience. Champions League games are big ones. And also rivalries. Rivalries are the main ones.
Are you one of the crazy fans, or do you like to get classy?
Depends how many drinks I've had.
What has been your most tragic experience as a Chelsea fan? I know you haven't had as many as other teams, but still, every team has their ups and their downs.
Don't even want to think about it.
Was it that bad?
It was a bad night.
Did you cry?
We'll leave that unconfirmed.
So, we have some clips on the computer. They are heartbreaking. We just want to get your emotions after seeing those clips. So if you would open up the laptop.
The chance to win the Champions League for Chelsea. There's a chance that has passed him by, and the agony is there again. The captain, the heart and soul of Chelsea Football Club, with one kick of the ball.
Nick Minute.
So you just watched John Terry choke in the Champions League Cup final, and obviously you weren't happy about that. And you saw Fernando Torres' wide miss. These are both great Chelsea players. And next is the Garcia ghost goal.
Wasn't over the line. Wasn't over the line. Ref, come on. Come on. Wake the fuck up. That is not over the line.
In George Orwell's essay, England, Your England, he describes it as having its own flavor. Do you think this quote can also be applied to British soccer?
I think it can. British football is very different to different other kinds of football, as in like Spain and Germany and things. It's the origins of hooliganism.
Do you think Durkheim's philosophy of collective effervescence can also apply to soccer as well?
Yes, I do. I think that when you're in a crowd with fans that support the same team as you, it can improve the experience in the sense that they've got their different songs and chants and things that help.
Do you think the theory only applies to the crowd or also the players on the field?
I think kind of the whole club, even back to the administration and the owners and the management, everything.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.